I think the biggest money mistake that young people make today is not really focusing on making it.
The first thing is that they invest too much money in starting their side hustle. They pick a side hustle where they have to buy $10,000 worth of equipment, or because they don't know how to build websites, they go out and pay thousands of dollars, and they invest a lot of money in something that they haven't even proved is a viable side hustle. Make sure that you have a proof of concept first. You have something that people are willing to buy from you. People want to make money quickly. That's why they start side hustling. But in reality, any type of side hustle that you do is gonna take some time to build. You're probably not going to make money right away, and that's what a lot of people underestimate. They need money immediately. They're not able to get that money, and so they stop side hustling. So being realistic about your skills and your interests and how much time you have is really, really important. And then the final thing is, a lot of people, they look online and they see a side hustle that someone's doing and they're really successful, and they're like, I want to do that. I can make money doing that. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to stick with it, and you're not going to have much fun. And if you're not having much fun, you're probably not going to be that successful, and you're not going to make that much money. And so the beautiful thing about side hustling is it often requires very little money and very little time. And you should always start by trying to make money doing something you love first. And then if you can't do that, then look at the skills you have and try to build new, more marketable skills.
The biggest mistake I think young people make when investing is that they buy, they sell, this stock is cool, this company is great, I'm going to invest in that. Maybe you'll hit it right, maybe you'll hit it wrong. I think it would be far better for all of you to adopt a technique known as dollar cost averaging, where you take a specific sum of dollars every single month and you invest it. When the market goes up, the shares you're buying, the prices go up, so you buy less shares. When the market goes down, the price of the shares go down, so your dollars buy more shares. Over the time, the cost of those shares are averaged so that you always come out ahead. If I were you, I would simply be putting my money every single month into a good no-load Standard & Poor's 500 index fund or the Spiders. I would do it every single month, hopefully within a Roth IRA, and I would just do that month in and month out and month in and month out until you are old and gray, unless you color your hair like me.
I think the biggest money mistake that young people make today is not really focusing on making it. Money is all about numbers. So instead of saying, I wish I was making more money, get very clear on the numbers around money. Also, get into the emotional state of what it would feel like when you do make that money, and to get really excited about it and to make it a non-negotiable goal that you make that money. If you are kind of freaking out about the fact that you don't have any savings, use that to inspire you and light the fire under your butt to go out and really increase your income. Fear is a great motivator, and you need to be motivated if you're going to change your life.
Instead of buying the biggest house that you can afford or get a mortgage on, buy something that's reasonable. If you're renting, rent out a couple of the extra rooms. Crashing with your parents for a while, crashing with your friends. Keep that housing expense as low as possible for as long as possible. I used to live in a $1,500 a month apartment, and then I moved down to a $700 a month apartment, so I was saving about $800 extra per month. That's $9,600 a year, but when you invest that difference, just doing that for 3 years, I'm gonna be over $300,000 richer in 30 years. That's a huge amount of money. Don't buy a new car. It just doesn't make any sense financially. Buy the nicest used car that'll get you from point A to point B. Carpool if you can. Use public transportation. Buying a new car, it's one of the worst financial decisions that you can make in your life. A $40,000 new car that you buy, if you invest that instead, that $40,000 car is going to be worth $300,000 or more of invested money in 30 years. Americans don't spend as much money on food as they do transportation and housing, but food is one of those areas where there's a really high ROI to buying things in bulk, to finding the most affordable grocery store and just being mindful. You don't have to go crazy cutting back your food expenses, but just don't eat out as much or order from delivery apps as much, and you'll be able to get that expense under control.